thought we was done with the Resident Evil 7 teaser. You're wrong. As well as there being a true and infected ending, there's a third ending. Excuse my stupidity. So you have the infected ending and then the true ending that you can do, which is what everyone knew. But did you actually know that there was a third ending that was hidden very well and wasn't discovered until later that night the demo came out? So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be teaching you how to get the third secret ending that I tried to do on a stream once, and I completely failed because I never knew how to do this. But now that I know, let's get straight into this. So what you're going to do at first is you're going to want to get the dummy's left hand, which is pretty easy to do, as everyone knows by now, by getting the dummy finger from this drawer and getting everything else from up there. So now you want to head to the new area that was added in the midnight demo, and you want to pick up the blank notebook. You also want to go down to the basement and do the first steps for the true ending, which is to go down there, get the attic window key, pretty much without getting hit by the monster. Obviously grab the valve handle because you will need this too. So now you want to make a mad dash for it. Grab the attic window key. And you want to trigger this. Line him up. And booyah. Now that should buy you enough time. Even though you guys stupid and won't kick down the door. And now that you've done this, because you have the blank notebook and the hand, this is going to trick the game into thinking that basically you haven't. Well, I don't know if it tricks the game or not, but it's a feature. So basically, where the monster will now not be there unless you go back into the corridor. So twist the valve handle as normal and flush the toilet. Get rid of all this nasty blood and pick up the handgun. You don't need any ammo for it, and you don't really need to use the handgun anyway, but also another optional thing which you can do, which is what I recommend doing just in case nothing works, is to grab this lockpick and take it back upstairs to the kitchen, which is where you can use it on one of the drawers to obtain the axe instead of having to go through the VHS tape. Notes aside, once the finger has been actually acquired alongside of the hand and you've combined the two items together, what this can then do is this is basically going to trigger the events. The events will now be in motion pretty much. So you can do, you know, anything you need to do with like the axe or the gun, but you don't really need to do anything in general. So what you want to do is, once you've got all of this here, you have these two objects and the key. You can get, and you must pick up the gun. I don't think you need the axe, but you can take it anyway. So what you want to do now is crouch and read this. This is going to put a note in your book, and it says Grace will not wake when the clock makes its chime. Her covers are heavy, and it's her last bedtime. Now this riddle is very confusing, and it's also very strange, but at the same time it's quite interesting. So if you think of what it says something about a clock, bedtime, and heavy covers. So what this is telling you to do is go to the only clock in the house, which is this one, and think of it. Heavy covers, wardrobe, planks of wood. Grace is led dead underneath all of this. So what you want to do is you want to select your finger like this and point it at the wardrobe. You'll hear a really creepy sound effect, and this basically means you have got gravestone number 1. So if you head back upstairs now, you will see that there is actually a bloody handprint on the door. Now this is quite creepy, as this is, just to inform, this isn't the only piece of blood that we're going to be seeing on this door. It will grow as time goes on, which just makes this thing even more creepier. So now we're going to move on to the next step. So before you do this next part, what you want to do is you want to go and grab the VHS tape by grabbing the bolt cutters from this room, go into the wardrobe and cutting off the chains. Now that you have this, you can go back upstairs, which you're going to have to be going up and down the stairs quite a lot, just so you guys know already. I'm going to pull out the axe just because I can, and I don't think it makes a difference, but now you want to walk up to this light and look at it. There's something new inside your notebook now. Phil's tucked in tight on his cold, stiff bed. He's having sweet dreams of not being dead. So now if you think of it, what's cold and what has stiff beds? The basement? Sounds likely. Let's head down there now. Ignore that sound effect, by the way, because that's just a little feature to scare you from the last, or I should say the first version. So now when you're down in the basement, the monster will not be in the room. So this body here, this is Phil. So you want to point your finger at him. You will once again hear another creepy sound effect, and this is going to trigger the next gravestone, because if we go back upstairs, we will see that there is in fact another piece of blood on the door. Now it's not necessary to go back upstairs. So, but I'm gonna go back upstairs anyway, just to show you guys, as it's actually quite disturbing how much blood gets on this door. The purpose of this ending is that you're solving the 5 mysteries that went on in this house, as shown on this writing. So as you can see now, there's another bloodied handprint. Let's move on to the next step. For the next step of the Easter egg, should say, you're gonna want to pull out your axe or your gun, and this painting here of the woman with the bag over her head, you want to hit it. As long as your axe or the bullet hits the painting, you are fine. So the next message says, Stanley was told to go hide and they'd seek, but they wouldn't let him out no matter how much he shrieked. So this is basically saying that there was a guy and he was told to go hide somewhere, but he hid someplace really weird and he wanted to get out, but they wouldn't let him. And this is this place here. It's a boarded up door that's reserved for the full game, but this is where Stanley was, so you want to put your finger. Now that's been done, there's going to be a mirror over there, and you're going to have to be really quick for this, so you're going to have to do the quick turn, which is basically when you're walking forward, you need to walk forward and push back on the analog stick and quickly press circle. So, forward, back, circle. Easy. So you want to walk up to this mirror and do that. And don't run to it like I did though. And it didn't work. This might take a couple of attempts. There we go. Marlene was so proud of her white and blue necklace. It made her feel tall and left her quite breathless. So this one's very confusing, and I have no idea why my book keeps moving to the side. So I think this one is in the attic where the attic window is. I'm 100% sure. Maybe 90. Because as it says here, Made her feel tall and left her quite breathless. Blue necklace. Look at these wires. There's a blue one. Let's point our finger. No? Is this not the one? There we go. Now once again that sounds disgusting, as it says, as it's basically symbolising her head being chopped off. And now if we look at the door, there's a lot of blood. So now we only need to find one more gravestone. Let's do it. Now this is by far the most tedious step to do, and it's the hardest one, because you need to watch through the VHS tape normally at first, and then you need to go through it again and get a ghost sighting. So it's fairly difficult, but it's definitely doable. So if we put the VHS in, the VHS will be normal. There's nothing new to the VHS. It's just actually normal. The only thing new is the giggle when you see the ghost kill. If you're doing these steps. So there's your boys, Pete and Andre.
Give me a break, Pete. Hey,
that's normal.
I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR. This new guy, I'm not feeling it.
Again?
Just don't be surprised if we have to make a change. New plan. We do a walkthrough of the inside first, then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to say the show's name this time, okay?
No problem. Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shithole. Happy?
Ecstatic.
You can make a ghost girl trigger here as well. So you have to wait.
Are we rolling? Alright, let's go.
I never got it to trigger this time, as I am not the best at triggering this one.
It's locked.
After you.
So, why are we in hell this time?
Do you ever prep?
What's the prep? Shitty house, spooky sounds?
Now
Ooh,
we
is it
wait.
haunted? Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
Nothing.
What's the story, Andre?
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected.
I don't think you can get the
How long
giggle
you say
the
this place
first
been
time. I
abandoned?
think you have to watch it
3
normally.
years.
Clancy, get a shot of this. Let's make a great cutaway. So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
Ah, shit! I knew I should have worn my good shoes. Oh, shit. Glad I had my shots. Although,
One can spawn
let's make
here
a
as
great
well.
backdrop. Andre, what do you
It's all
think?
time though.
Andre? Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see where Andre went?
This is the easiest one to get now.
Where is he? Unfucking believable.
This should
It's
be
the
the
last
easiest
time I
one to
worked
get,
with that guy.
the one on the stairs.
I mean, producers, they
But-
come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
There. We just saw one there, but as you know, there was no giggle, so you have to watch the VHS through normally first.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? Andre? Where the fuck is he? Andre, where are you, man? What the hell? You gotta be fucking kidding me. All right, new deal. We find Andre and we
We
go.
also saw one there as well, but of course there's no sound. So now that we're back in the other part of the basement, that part there is the basement we went to before. So I'm just gonna Michael Jackson my way to Andre. So now that you have this, you want to go under here and you want to grab the back door key as usual. And then you want to head to the back door. Jump scare in 3, 2, 1. So when you get to the back door, this is a part that people mistake. You want to get as close to it whilst you're far away, and you want to put the key in, but don't go through the door. Don't even attempt to open it, just unlock the door. Now you want to make your way back into the front room, and you want to play the VHS again.
Boo. Where did you find this guy?
Give me a break, Pete.
Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR. This new guy? I'm not feeling it.
Again?
Just don't be surprised if we have to make a change. New plan. We do a walkthrough of the inside first, then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to say the show's name this time, okay?
No problem. Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shithole. Happy?
Ecstatic.
Are we rolling? All right, let's go.
Get out of the way.
It's locked.
After you.
Ignore him.
So, why are we in hell this time?
Do you ever prep?
What's the prep? Shitty house, spooky sounds? Ooh,
As soon as Pete says anchor, you can do the quick turn.
Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
Nothing.
I think I've missed my opportunity
Sorry,
for this
Andre.
one.
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected.
Yeah.
The usual.
Out of the way.
How long did you say this place has been abandoned?
So I'm just gonna stare at this window in case the one appears.
Clancy, get a shot of this. Let's make a great cutaway. So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit! I know I should have worn my good shoes. Oh, shit. Glad I had my shots. Although, this would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think? Andre?
Hmm.
Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see where Andre went? Where is he? Unfucking believable. This is the last time I work with that guy. I mean, producers, they come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
I only have one more opportunity, and if you don't get it on this last opportunity,
Did you hear that?
you actually need to stop the video and restart it.
Andre? Where the fuck is he? Andre, where are you, man?
I think this one's the easiest to trigger though, so
What the hell?
you shouldn't have too much of a problem.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, new deal. We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show. You first.
So I need to now stop the video and rewatch it. So I'll cut back once I've done everything and I've got the giggle. So just to make a quick note, if you actually see the girl, you need to keep it in your sight for a few seconds and there won't be a giggle, as I saw 3 of them and never heard a giggle, but I did see them. So what you need to now do is come back down to the basement and look at this doll on the floor. If you hear a giggle, there'll be the last piece in your notebook. Timmy did not mind the harsh light of 4 suns. Eyes require heads, and he did not have one. So this is basically telling us to go to the kitchen. So that's what we're gonna do now. As this is basically referring to the stove, and well, obviously Timmy. And what it's trying to tell us is that Timmy, our good old buddy, our old pal Timmy, was cooked and burnt alive by him, our friendly neighborhood stove. So now you're gonna wanna open this pot, and there'll be a cockroach on me. Get off me, bitch! And now we point at Timmy. And now we head back upstairs. We have found all of the locations. The door should look like this. So, quick recap. We found where Grace was lying. We found... what's this kid's name again? We found where Phil was dead. We found where Stanley was hidden. We found what Marlene was head cut off by. We found the ghost girl, which which could be based around our good old pal Timmy, but who knows? So we found all 5 gravestones. So now this door is openable. There's not much in here. Just a rocking chair. And when you come around here and look at the chair, it says you're the best ever. And it gives us a dirty coin. And you'll hear this extremely scary sound effect that actually made me jump just then. So, they're saying that we're the best because we basically found the gravestones of all the kids. We saved us all, I guess. So now you're gonna leave the room, and you're gonna trigger the true ending, and not the bad ending. Because if we get the bad ending or anything else, then basically we're not gonna be able to get this secret screen. So as soon as we open this window, we wait. As you can tell, this clip of the papers and saying that our good old pal Jack had LSD has music, and then we'll get this screen, which is obviously just the true ending screen. And then when we continue on from the screen, it will tell us to join the ambassador program with the hashtag RE7, and then it will say item transfer dirty coin. You can transfer this item to the main game if you have saved data for the demo. So this is telling us that if we have saved data for the demo, which I don't know if I have or not, then, well, if I get the full game, which I think I am getting, I will be able to use this coin in the full version, and so will you guys. So the Resident Evil 7 teaser has been quite the journey. Everyone's enjoyed it, and so have I. It's been probably one of the best horror games I've played for a long time, and I can't wait for the full game to come out and experience that in VR. So, and if VR videos won't be brought to you guys around December, January, February, definitely around March and April, which is my birthday, we'll definitely be seeing VR videos around that time. And if not, next December. So, thank you so much for watching today's tutorial for Resident Evil 7's Dummy Finger Mystery. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, as this took me way too long. I've been trying to record this and get it done for 3 hours now. The first parts didn't, they weren't too bad, but then the Ghost Girl part, that literally took me an hour and a half. But anyways, once again, I'll just thank you for watching. Leave a like if you want to see more horror games in the future, and also let me know if you want to see the full game when it comes out. So, I've been 8-Bit Preston. Peace out.